It is the biggest monorotor, single rotor combine that we have ever put on the market. It is the biggest single rotor combine in the market today. Hi, I am Geert Nerings. I am the Global Product Manager for the Next Gen Combine. And I'm happy to show you, to introduce you to the AF9 and 10 that we are launching here for the first time in Europe.
It's a brand new combine and a lot of new features, I assume. Can you take us around and maybe show us some of the new features?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Of course. Here we have the AF10, that is the bigger model. And it is the biggest monorotor, single rotor combine that we have ever put on the market. It is the biggest single rotor combine in the market today. And we offer it with one thing in mind, is to reduce the total cost of harvesting for the end customer. And we do this by offering much more productivity, with much less grain loss. And also with a completely automated residue system. So maybe starting from the front, we have the new headers. Today the new headers, they take us to 15 meter, and in markets like Canada or Australia, we go up to 18.6 meter. To cut wider, and also to avoid that the combine has to run faster. Feeding it into the elevator, the straw elevator. The straw elevator has been made larger. It is 15% larger, and as such that there is 15% more efficiency. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. After the straw elevator, we don't see it behind the shield here, we have the SFS system. The SFS system is a synchronized feed system. It is a feed roll that will actively take the material from the straw elevator chain and feed it into the rotor cone. As such, we have another 10-15% of power saving, which is also directly a fuel saving. Which takes us to the rotor, which is the heart of the machine. The rotor, like I said, is the longest rotor ever, and it is also completely new. It is fed by the synchronized feed system. And when I say synchronized, the rotor is used as a drive shaft for the feed system. And as such, it is also always synchronized in speed. So when the rotor turns faster, the feed system will turn faster, and vice versa. In the threshing zone, the rotor is the same as today, but in the separation zone, instead of 2 modules that we have on the current 260 series, we have 4 modules. And the goal is here to have much more. We have about 50% more separation capacity. So the goal is here to separate much more and to increase the capacity of the machine as such without increasing the grain loss. When you have such a high throughput, you also need to clean it. And there we get into the cleaning shoe. The cleaning shoe is larger again, like we said, 15%. There is 15% capacity immediately, but also it is a double cleaning shoe. We put 2 cleaning shoes behind each other. In the first cleaning shoe that has the upper sieve, the lower sieve and the clean grain auger, we separate around 50% of the material. And the second cleaning shoe, that is almost the size of the current 9260, that is only 50% less. So this is how we can get to much more capacity with much less grain loss. Grain loss that we see as an important cost during the harvesting process. Which takes us to the residue system. The residue system is completely new. And we have 2 options. Either we have an integrated chopper. There the chopper is, like today, is just behind at the rotor exit. But in this machine here, we have the high performance, where you have a beater. You have a straw flow beater behind the rotor, who takes away the material from the rotor, and it will project it into the chopper. The chopper that is turning the other way around compared to a classic chopper, and as such it is using the speed of the crop flow to pull it into the chopper and to, via the hydraulically adjustable knives, to chop very short, very precise, but also very power efficient. After the chopper, we project the material into those spreaders that you can. They are now in a service position, but you can see them here. There are two 1 meter diameter spreaders, and with the support of the radars here, the radar spread automation, that is a breveted, is a patented system of CNH. The radars, they have the advantage. The radar technology has the advantage that it can see the flying particles through the dust cloud compared to normal digital cameras. And as such, the radars see where the material is landing. And based on that, it will speed up or slow down the spreaders to always fill the full width of the header width that you have cut in front, and to have a perfect residue spreading over the total width of the header. Everything you see here, there is a straw mode, there is a chopping mode, and there is a corn residue spreading mode. Everything is operated from the cab, and with the radars we are also adding automation to that. The engine compartment is completely new. The engine is installed lengthwise, and it is also under the same angle as the rotor. So as such, we have a direct drive of the engine to the rotor, which is also a power saving, because the rotor is the highest power consumption element on the combine. So we also do a power saving, and that is every time you save 10 horsepower, 15 horsepower, those become available to thresh more and be more productive.
What kind of engines? Is it Corsair?
There are two models. The AF9 has the Cursor 13 with 635 horsepower, and it comes with a 16,000 liter grain tank. This one, the biggest model, the AF10, has the Cursor 16, and it has 775 horsepower, and it comes with the biggest corn tank on the market, which measures 20,000 liter. And this is not just 20,000 liter for fun. It is because the machine, with the wider headers, we want to give it the same autonomy, the same action radius to cut through a field and get to the end of the field without having to stop and to cut out. And again, this is field efficiency and productivity over a day.
And it's you can choose between wheels and tracks.
Yes, this machine is on tracks. There is also a wheeled version that can be very interesting for Sweden, because we have introduced a tire that was the two sizes, an 800 and a 900, on a rim size of 46. The tire makes a 2.35 centimeter of diameter, and as such it gives a very large footprint. So with that tire, even with the wider header and the bigger corn tank, we can reduce the ground compaction of at about 10-15%, which you get close to a track with such a big tire, because it's such a big and it's a Cerex beep. It's a Michelin tire. It's a Cerex beep, so it has a very low pressure and a very long footprint. So it can be an interesting alternative for the track. That is, of course, the best of the best, and where you have hydraulic suspension, where you have the maximum footprint, because a track is always a bigger footprint than whatever tire.
Is it a different track width?
Yes, there are different track widths. So because of the efficiency of the machine and the way the machine is designed, like I said, we use the rotor as a drive shaft for the SFS system. So we can make within the overall width, we can make the machine. We can put wider tracks, so that we have tracks of 26 inch, 32. And 36 inch. With the 36, the 26 is in 3.5 meter, and the 36 inch is a track that makes the machine overall 3.99.
And this header is a MacDon header.
The header is indeed. We have an agreement with MacDon. We work together with MacDon. Here we see the 15 meter MacDon, but we also have still the auger header, the Varicut, that has an upgrade for the next model year, that we can offer up to 12.5 meter. And then it is a classic auger head with an adjustable table. But there is also news in the cab. We have a new luxury seat option that comes with a swivel possibility, It has heating and cooling. It has active suspension, and it also has even offers massage for the operator when he's there during long days to get some relax. The cab also has the new Pro 1200 display, so we have a double display as standard that come with a new set of higher resolution, bigger displays, better color, new cameras, and also important is connectivity. Through the AFS Connect, the machines are always connected with either the home office or even with the remote controls. We can, for example, share the screen. We have remote screen access, so that for diagnostics or any other reason, the home office or the dealer can get access to the machine while it is working.
I was thinking about in the CNH you have two large combine harvesters, and they are maybe two of the best in the market. How much do you cooperate, and is the future going to be one combine, or is it always going to be two brands?
Yes, we believe strongly in our two brands. This new platform, let's say, this new architecture, was built together between the two brands, joining the forces of the two brands, but then to put something on the market that respects the brand DNA, which is the single rotor for Case IH. The machines are strongly differentiated between the two brands to offer those specific requirements of customers in one or the other area or one or the other region.
What is the benefits of one rotor? What's the biggest benefits with
the biggest benefit of the single rotor is the fact that it brings simplicity. It is lighter, and it has the maximum grain quality.
When is it released now? Can you buy it, or when does the production start? So
we have so this year we had a limited numbers of machines around. For next year, again, we are ramping up the volumes, but the volume will still be limited. So from a few units, you get into a few tens, and then it ramps up further in volume.
Is North America the largest market for this machine?
North America is a very important market for this machine, but in North America there is USA, but also Canada. Europe is as well very important. Australia is very much demanding such a high class of machines, and we are also starting to validate this machine in South America.